Hello to my young student and old student. This is video number 5, part 4. As I promised you guys, I will show you the spark can penetration curve. Okay, you guys have went through all the drawings before. You can see all the old footprint and how the rig approach the platform. So these are the consideration that you need to look at the curve as well. Yeah. So now you can see we have rig Alpha Romeo, which is X, and rig A, which is a square one, and rig CB, which is triangle one, and rig KNN, which is plus plus plus. Okay, so these are the penetration that the previous rig come to the same location, and these are the penetration that they actually achieve, right? So normally we are a bit afraid of rig slide and can't get into the drilling envelope. So these are the things that if you look at this cross and the penetration, and then you can see these are the upper bound of the penetration curve. This is the lower bound. So these are the soil resistance that at that particular location with old footprint. Okay, so you can see these are the geotech guy that they actually average out and anticipate that the rig will stop for the particular rig that I'm going to bring into right now. See, so I will know that the rig will probably stop in between the upper bound and lower bound. So in order to see whether there is a potential to slide by just using the penetration curve, most of the time it's quite hard, but these are the places that you can actually look into because there is some soil layer, and you can see the soil profile here, and later on I will see another slide that you can see what are the soil layer are. They have a clay, they have a sand and all this. So if normally a location with sand, the possible sand layer, and there is a chance for the rig to stay at where you were. But this is true of my experience as well. So I've been bringing the rig into different location at particular area which is have the almost similar formation. Okay, so I'll show you the other slide that where you can see the soil information. Look at this layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, and it's from the depth like 0 to 5 meters, 5 to 9, 9 to 15. So the description is there. When they do a geotech, they went out to this location that they have actually take the soil sample, the borehole sample, and then they bring it up and they do a test on the soil. So from there they will know whether this is a sand or clay, or silty clay, all this stuff. Yeah, so you can see this is the soil description, and the first layer 0 to 5 meters, which is loose, and it's silty sand, so it's loose. Yeah, so this is 5 to 9 meters, firm to stiff. So there's another layer like 4 meters, which is silty clay, and then the 9 to 15 meters, which is medium sand and clay sand. Alright, so below it is a clay. So if you look at the penetration just now, that the rig is actually stopping at this layer, right? So 9 to 15. Then you can consider, okay, the rig, the tip of the spark can will likely sit on the dense, medium dense clay sand. You see, so that is kind of soil description that where the rig, although that is an old footprint, but when you pin the legs down, you can see the rig slide, but it won't be so much because of the sand that for the possible that it will stop the rig from sliding. But normally when I go to this location, you will slide, but you won't slide much, like 4 feet, 3 feet in between that, because of the penetration is not very deep, and it's just about there that where we can actually stop the rig. But of course, when you do, there's a lot of consideration to prevent from the rig to slide, because most of the rig, they do not have the same leg spacing. So this is the trouble that most of the drilling controller have when they get the contract. And of course from the operator side also, when they evaluate the rig, they look at the leg spacing as well. But of course they have done some study, then they find it suitable and possible for the rig not to slide so much, So when you pin out the leg, normally the tip of the spark can will normally find the old hole, and then you will settle down at this area. Of course, in another way to do it on site, where you need to do the jacking in stages. So these are the precautions that you can do from prevent the rig from sliding. That's why I mentioned over here that if you can study about all these documents prior to accepting a location, which will help you and understand the behavior when the rig start to slide here and there, then at least you know, because of this and because of that. So these are the reasons that you need to look into the soil property as well. This is another leg penetration analysis which you need to consider prior accepting the location. Of course, you know that there is a potential for the leg to run, right? There's a risk of rapid leg penetration risk. So this is upper bound, this is lower bound, and you can see this type of rigs that they have to preload until 7,900 tons. So you can see this line, and during the preload stages from still water reaction all the way to maximum, there is a potential for the leg to run. Okay, rapid run. Okay, rapid run means it can go down pretty quickly. So these are the things that if you consider on the rapid run as well, because when you have rapid run, the rig have the potential to, let's say if this is a bow leg and it might just go forward, right? If you rapid run, you go forward and it's away from platform. Okay, so of course if you have a tight tolerance, after preload you can see you might just miss the well, if you have very tight tolerance. If you have a large tolerance like 2 meters and above, then should be okay, because during a rapid run, of course the rig will not move much. Of course after preload sometimes the rig can move, because I ever move a rig that during preload the rig is actually sliding very very slowly until we finish 100%, and it's moved away from platform by 7 feet. So these are the conditions you need to look at, but this is not a very critical part of it, but still you need to know about this. Okay, I copy one of my email that I sent to a geotechnical department and ask question on one location for reduced preload. Of course, this has nothing to do with location acceptance over here. I just want to tell you guys, you can actually ask them if you have in doubt on the soil formation. If you are in doubt that the rig will slide here and there, it's better for you to understand the soil, or you can call them, or you can write email to them. So these are the team normally come from a marine warranty company. So in this case, if you can understand the soil better, when you move the rig over there, when you position the rig, of course you will anticipate whatever they explain to you, and then you understand, why the rig going that way and this and that. So don't forget, you need to utilize all your team, just like a puzzle, and bit and pieces put all together. Then you will get the high chances of a very successful rig move. Okay, so this video, for the subsequent video, I will publish on our YouTube channel, the Ace Rig Move YouTube channel, and of course on my Facebook business page as well, Ace Rig Move business page, and also one of my personal page, which is named Ryan Cheah, which is me, and you can click the page like and follow us, and most of the subsequent video will be uploading over there. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.